Who did you like that? Hey, 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 I'm gonna tell you somebody who be overreacting on stuff that be going on in the game. And it's that doggone Clarence Martin, boy. That joker, boy, 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 I don't know what he be wanting to happen sometimes. But let you get some mud too, Well, Auburn barely won. Did Mississippi State win? No, that wasn't Mississippi State. That was Michigan State, I think. Yeah. Hmm. Them Cowboys clean out there. Hmm. Boy, disruptive in the middle. Boy, Polo had a little bit of offense to go with that defense, man. He'll be dangerous, man. That joke offense just garbage, man. He stay in two formations all game, and he only pass. He don't never run out of that pistol. It's always a pass out of the pistol. He too predictable. But that Joker defense though, boy, he gonna defend. Goodness gracious, Lamar Jackson. You can't hit a 5 yard drag route. They've been that game probably dang near over. Yeah, he blowing dude out. Well, he ain't blowing him out. He about what 15. It's the second quarter. He onside kicking. Chan, one of the ones who will let you back in it, man. You gotta play smart. He gonna throw a couple picks. He caught him in a safety. We probably should have put a rule in place for that junk, honestly. Man, that stupid pick stuff. Out there trying to strip instead of make the tackle. They go win and win. Know where he about to go to. Dude be spamming the mess out this play, dog. He defended. He defended it well.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Houston Texans. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Returning, it's Benjamin. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
10 asking what?
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Mm-hmm.
Darnold. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Detroit! Darnold on 1st down. And this is caught at the 8. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 30 yards there.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield. Those guys made that play possible.
Now a carry from Mack. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shot.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. Now McManus on to kick this one off.
You look good, you play good, man.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Come on now, let's go.
throw it. Wentz. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pickup there at 22.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players now.
Why Eddie Jackson getting outran by a freaking tight end.
A lot of guys used to be basketball players.
Come on, dog.
Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. Here we go. Waiting. Black.
Wentz to throw on second down. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll go down at the 28. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down.
Well, that kind of catch is supposed to pay off with at least a first down, isn't it?
Instead, he'll just add it to his highlight reel, but they don't pick up the first.
Yeah, he gets the yardage, he gets the catch, but now they have a decision to make.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first down, it's Darnold. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Darnold. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. J.J. Nelson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. McManus's point after is good. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And now out comes Houston. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And he'll get this one up to the 26.
When your birthday? Tomorrow or Saturday?
On the stop.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense.
Oh,
and they
Sunday.
can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock. You control the ball.
And he's taken down here by the Saints.
When y'all coming back?
There, if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now,
Oh, go
quarterback's
catch it.
hit a lot in the last couple of games.
What?
And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. And now the Saints get set to try.
Oh, I don't know what you doing.
Right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Gun! Detroit! Detroit!
A first down throw, Darnold. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play there for the Saints. 57 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now a toss play. This is Mack. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Nevada lost?
Gun!
Oh, yeah, I think I picked Florida. Yeah.
Detroit!
On second down, Darnold.
Oh, give me a second.
But they'll say it's incomplete.
That's a touchdown.
He had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist.
I think they came out of it in the SEC tournament.
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Semifinals. I mean, yeah. Did they go to the?
Detroit!
Third and long, it's Darnold. It's caught. Nelson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Throwing again is Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Again, Darnold. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Sam Darnold with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point.
What y'all final end up being, Reed?
Now McManus on to kick this one off. And now out comes Houston. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now Wentz.
That Chubb, boy.
Pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when
that
they talk about
Chubb,
things
boy,
they
he
want to
is
accomplish offensively,
balling.
I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, it's Wentz. Going deep this time for Miller. And got his man complete.
How we beat right there.
Into New Orleans territory.
I saw that jump too.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout.
I mean, you torched.
Real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. This is Coleman. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. And that's going to be incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Texans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third down and 12. Throwing is Wentz. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
On first and 10, Darnold. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
On first down, Darnold. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56, lucky 56. Detroit, Detroit. Gun, 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 gun. Gun, 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 gun. Kill.
2nd down and 10, Darnold. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Detroit, Detroit. Detroit, Detroit.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. As they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now they are going for it. Darnold. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him with contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
Check 26, check 26. 81, 81. 56, Mike, 56. Run.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz.
Oh, come on.
Excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead.
One of y'all.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he's wrapped up.
Boy, that Chubb.
Back at the 25. And now maybe they want some extra time to
Boy,
talk
got
about
4
the start
sacks,
of
I
the
think.
play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down.
Run.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And he's going to go down again. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air, as he's got it 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Darnold from the gun. Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Now it's Darnold. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To the air again, Darnold. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And now out comes Houston. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave it.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Darnold. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. As his guys are in for 6.
Who they playing?
The Saints now add 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll toss it to Coleman. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Coleman, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Wentz now on first down.
Oh, you right there. Oh, that's terrible.
His struggles finding open receivers.
You right there to sack him.
I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminated.
Not enough.
Wentz going to throw. On the right side, this is
1-8 to 9.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. He went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got Miller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Coleman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. Wentz now to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. In the first half, he was held.
That's your side of the bracket, ain't it?
Despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Darnold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Being chased out left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still,
oh
a
my
lot of
gosh,
guys to account for.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion. On 1st down, it's Darnold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Detroit! Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And oh, it coughed it up. And the Texans scoop it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally coughed it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. That'll bring up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Wentz flushed out right. Miller on the catch over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
81.
Wentz now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeForest Buckner in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Wentz.
All right, big dog.
Incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leonard Floyd, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
After the interception, here's Darnold. He'll get this into the hands of Deion Kane. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. On 1st and 10, Darnold steps away to his left and gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Gone, 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 gone. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. No. Check, Patriot, Patriot.
A first down throw, Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, 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 gone.
Darnold from the gun. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st down, Darnold. Going for it.
Darnold, oh my
So
gosh.
took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Darnold. He's to the 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A good pickup there, a 22. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Luke Kuechly in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
And that is, I think he caught it. He did.
Man, get your feet down, bruh.
It'll be incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
Lucky 56.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Guy able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And McManus able to put it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play, and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Darnold on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Darnold down to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for New Orleans, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory.